So this is my first video uh, proving to you again that we have been, now mind you, this is Chicago, I don't know about anything else, but the Democratic Party has observed the Black American people since they were free from slavery. So let's go a little bit of history because a lot of Black Americans don't know history. But history is that the Republican Party, who believes in Christianity, they don't believe in abortion, just things that are universally humanitarian. But for some reason, when the Civil War went on, all the Democrats got together and said, hey, if we lose to the Republican Party, we have to find a way to enslave the Black American people. So, what has occurred since slavery has ended is they said no longer can we have Black Americans in bondage. So, we must mentally bind them. So, if we mentally bind them, then we got them. So, now here we are at 2023. And so all these things are happening they're literally, Democratic Party is legally saying, we have watched you since the end of slavery. We have watched you vote the same people in that hate your guts. We have watched you lie for us to defend us, and we have not done nothing for you. You know, Politicians have been able to say, we can get on the news and tell the dummies, because out of 165 races in Chicago, the Black Americans are the only dummies, the manipulators of people. They get on the news today in 2023 and they say things like the black and brown people. Who came up with that? Black people, to manipulate black people, not to grow and develop. Anytime you'll get on the national news and say we can con Black American people into believing that brown people, the Latino, the Puerto Rican, the Venezuelan is suffering. Anytime we can lie about that so we can feel more better of ourselves, that I make this $300,000 a year job, $200,000 a year job, and I'm going to assist as a Black American myself. I'm going to assist the slave master or massa on making sure that Black Americans do not move forward in life. So now here it is, 2023. Biden told you, look, you black people will vote for us no matter how much. And I'm going to prove this. Once I prove to my Democratic Party members that these people are this dumb, that they won't go to CNN, they won't go to C-SPAN, they won't go to Google and historically see that in 50 years, I've never helped black people. I've condemned black people. And then when it was time to vote for president, Biden and Kamala Harris fought so hard on slavery matters. She got up there and she said, you are a slave man. You did this to me, keep me from being bust. You heard her say that the Democratic Party was a very powerful slave master party. And yet, when he said, hey, since you condemned the Democratic Party, I want you to be the biggest slave master by running to be vice president. So she threw everything out the door about everything she told you in the past during the running. If you look at all the Google videos, when she's running for president, she was the first to be kicked off the ballot. We know this. But because we're sick of each other for some reason, we hate each other for some reason as Black Americans, we will do anything in our power to make sure you don't elevate. And the reason why I fight so hard for our ex-offenders is because I see how Black American women who become angry because an African American man that they may have put in prison before has come out and become better. They will do whatever they can to put you back in prison. They will lie. They will do whatever they can. And I'm proving this by putting videos up of these sick Black American CTA employees. Now think about it. A Black CTA employee who's worked for CTA for 2 years murdered a homeless man. Why would you murder a homeless man? Well, his mind is reprobated. And he's so sick of the idea that you're homeless, and even though I'm supposed to take care of you, I condemn you, and thankfully you never made it in life. I'm better than you. So I'm going to sleep on the job, and when you ask me for help, I'm going to murder you. So now when you see these same Black women that I come in contact with the CTA, you see how they lie on me? You're not supposed to be here on the property. There's memorandums, there's documents, there's all this stuff that says you're not supposed to be here. And yet it's a lie. My apologies, I had to take a little break there for a phone call. But now I'm going to play this snippet for you, for the city of Chicago. I want you to hear how private corporations, by our Black mayor, Okay, private corporations that have been hired to take care of migrants. Now, mind you, we have all these black people who, and I've been in community. You can look up my license. Federation for Law and Government has been in business since 1999. Never have I been able to have a homeless or a despaired black American or even an African American sleep in a police station overnight. I've never seen government pay money to assist the black Americans in Chicago get housing or anything else. It's always a 10-year wait. It's everything. They've studied you so well. The Democratic Party has studied you so well that now they're throwing it in your face. Now I want you to listen to this snippet.
And tonight, city leaders are expressing shock after an NBC5 Investigates report we aired yesterday. We are waiting for records that show where the millions being spent on migrants is going.
Some records we did receive show employees working at migrant shelters have made more than $135 an hour. NBC5 Investigates Bennett Haberly is here more with what you've discovered, Bennett.
Yeah, Kate and Alex, imagine making almost $200 an hour. These invoices show it has happened at the privately run shelters housing migrants. Today, I talked to aldermen who say they've been asking for receipts as well and had no idea of the figures until our report last night. These invoices obtained by NBC5 Investigates show employees of a private company, Favorite Staffing, which run the city's migrant shelters, have made at least $135 an hour, in some cases more. In one invoice, a facility manager made $14,000 in a week in December. Another invoice shows a nurse earned more than $20,000 in 1 week. Those figures do account for overtime.
To see invoices like that are disgusting. They're outrageous, and they should be cause for an immediate investigation.
Do you have an accounting for all the dollars are going?
No, we haven't been. And I think that's the big concern that came up today was that we're willing to accept federal dollars. We're willing to give dollars to these issues, but we need to see where every penny is spent.
NBC5 Investigates filed public records requests 3 months ago. So far, we've received just 2 invoices, contracts, and a spreadsheet showing since October, the city has spent at least $83 million on companies and organizations that provide care to the 13,000 migrants now in Chicago. Aldermen voted Thursday to accept another $33 million in federal money, but raised some concerns that it comes without knowing where the current dollars are being spent. Something we asked Mayor Brandon Johnson about. Can you and your administration commit to being more transparent and release some of the documents that have been withheld?
So let me just make sure that you're clear and everybody else is clear here. Every single Monday, there's a conversation with alders who are part of a working group. Every Friday, there's an email that is sent so all the alders could see it. We have released information providing the details of the fact that when we appropriated the first $51 million, I was the person that said that the vast majority of it went to staffing. Now, if you're looking for some more specific items, what do you want to know about, like how much this costs for spoons or forks? I just want you to be very clear that we have released a very detailed response of how we are dealing and addressing this humanitarian endeavor. If you're asking for us to do it on a more regular basis, of course we can do that.
And the mayor went on to say that his administration, in his words, is transparent. The aldermen we spoke to say those additional financial records that we've asked for should be released. City agencies have told us that they want more time. Kate?
We know you'll stay on it. Thanks so much for the shocking update, Bennett.
So I would like to thank you for listening. I hope that you would like and subscribe because I want you to support the endeavors to try and get our Black American people to start acting African American. African Americanism means that you have race pride. You're going to get up in the morning, you're going to find a job, you're going to find out resources to get you help to get a job, you're going to be better in life so that you can proudly walk the streets. Today, we are suffering with having all of our children running around robbing, stealing, getting records at an early age. And then when they want to open up dispensaries, per se, they can't do it. So I thank you again for your time. Please, if you want anything from me, just email, fax, chirp, whatever. Thank you.